Yes, sir.
What the hell does it mean to reassign someone from human trafficking to immigration? The greatest human trafficking in the world has been over the last 4 years at our southern border. It is modern-day slavery that the Democrats still defend. They still defend those open borders.
He's basically calling out the absurdity of moving someone from a human trafficking post to immigration, like it's just a desk swap. He's saying the real human trafficking crisis is happening right now at the southern border, where thousands are being exploited and smuggled every day. He calls it modern-day slavery and claims the Democrats are turning a blind eye, still defending open borders while the problem gets worse right in front of everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. You know, I have to say, it used to be that to see theater, you had to go to the Kennedy Center. Now, apparently, you need only go to the Senate Judiciary Committee and see our Senate Democrats berating the director of the FBI, which, okay, it's not, partisan politics is not new in the United States Congress. But what is remarkable is what Senator Booker was berating Director Patel about. He wasn't berating him for failing to do his job, but rather he was furious for Director Patel for successfully doing his job. For 4 years, the Democrats under Joe Biden had an open border that undermined the safety of every single American. They allowed 12 million illegal aliens to come into this country to invade this country, and every single day Americans were murdered, women were raped, children were assaulted by violent criminals that Democrats released. Now, Director Patel, I found Senator Booker's questioning really bizarre. He asked you, have you reassigned FBI agents from human trafficking to immigration issues? Director Patel, are the Mexican cartels that are bringing people illegally into this country engaged in human trafficking?
Yes, sir.
What the hell does it mean to reassign someone from human trafficking to immigration? The greatest human trafficking in the world has been over the last 4 years at our southern border. It is modern-day slavery that the Democrats still defend. They still defend those open borders. Mr. Patel, he also said, did you reassign FBI agents from protecting children to immigration? How many children have you found that were victimized by the open borders of the previous administration?
4,700.
4,700. And yet, oddly, I don't hear a Democrat here saying, gosh, thanks for protecting those kids.
35% increase year to date last year.
All right, bro. Here's a longer version of your commentary. Same energy, just expanded and paced like a real voiceover flow that keeps the audience hooked all the way through. This hearing was supposed to be a setup. The Democrats came in thinking they could embarrass Ted Cruz with staged questions and rehearsed outrage, but it blew up in their faces. The second Cory Booker started turning it into political theater. He tried to twist every word act like he was standing on some moral high ground and toss loaded questions that made no real sense. And that's when Cruz snapped. He wasn't playing nice. He called out the hypocrisy, right there on the record, saying enough of the games, enough of the fake virtue. He reminded everyone that the chaos at the southern border didn't just appear overnight. It's the direct result of weak policies and failed leadership. Then Booker made the mistake that changed the entire tone of the hearing. He asked the FBI director whether agents were being reassigned from human trafficking to immigration. And before anyone could blink, Cruz cut in and said, "What the hell does that even mean?" He laid it out plain as day. The greatest human trafficking crisis on earth is happening right now at the southern border. It's modern-day slavery run by cartels and smugglers exploiting women and children. And instead of being outraged by that, Democrats are mad that someone's finally trying to stop it. The room got quiet. You could literally see Booker's confidence crack as Cruz unloaded the truth, and then came Adam Schiff, thinking he could shift the narrative. He started rambling about oversight and responsibility, like that was going to save him, but Cruz wasn't having it. He hit back with hard numbers: 12 million illegal crossings, thousands of children rescued from abuse, and a 35% spike in trafficking cases since Biden's policies took effect. Schiff tried to pivot. but every word turned into another. Cell phone. And by this point, you could see the Democrats on that panel scrambling, looking for a way out. Then Cruz dropped the knockout line. He looked straight at the committee and said, "Democrats aren't angry because something's wrong. They're angry because something's finally working." He called the open border modern-day slavery and reminded everyone that real people are suffering while politicians play games. Every Democrat on that panel shifted in their seats because they knew he was right. The hearing flipped completely. What started as a Democrat ambush ended as Cruz's complete takedown of their failed agenda by the end. Patel stood his ground. Booker looked rattled. Schiff had nothing left. And Cruz walked out. Not just victorious, but as the only one willing to say what millions of Americans are already thinking. He didn't just win an argument, he exposed an entire system of denial, hypocrisy, and double standards. And that's the moment people finally saw through the noise. Because when you strip away the political theater and the scripted outrage, the truth becomes crystal clear. The Democrats aren't mad about what's wrong. They're mad about what's working. So if you're tired of the lies, tired of the games, tired of the double standards, this is your moment. Hit that subscribe button right now, because this fight isn't even close to over. Ted Cruz just put them all on notice, and the truth they've been trying to bury is finally breaking through. Stay tuned, because the storm that started in that hearing room is only the beginning.